All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Me and Nice versus Nami here are going to be doing the power rankings for AFG's Draft League Season 2. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's get these all ranked and show everyone I work. Looking forward to see how people react to how we how we ranked everything.
Totally non-biased, I swear.
Not biased. Well, it says on the slides, it's objectively-ish.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's take a look. We can see how we are ranking the teams. It is out of 100, similar to how Nice vs. Nami did it last season.
Yeah, we just changed a few of the points values basically.
Yeah.
Make it based on feedback from the last ranking.
Yeah. All right. First thing is the team matchups and team composition. It's all about your types and your resistances, and also, offensive typings as well. Not much to say there. Yeah. We got hazards as well. How flexible are the team's hazards options? You go ahead.
Yeah, we did decrease the whole total value for hazards since felt like there was too much emphasis put on it last time. So we lowered that to 10 instead of 15. And it's basically like how well can you set up your stealth rocks, your spikes, your toxic spikes, all those fun things that your opponent loves to switch into.
Yeah, and it definitely, if you have a better hazard remover, you're going to get more points as well. Like if you have a great tusk for rapid spin or like a Bramblegast, you're going to get more points because you have a better spinner. So, or sorry, that's for the support, but not the point. I'll use my point for the hazard control here. Same thing. How easily can the team keep the hazards off the field? How well can the Pokemon support each other with wish passing and screens? Anything else to mention there?
Nothing really. Just basically like half your value of this is your hazard control, the other half is support. So like you kind of like ranked each out of 5. So you could have the best hazard control, but you have no wish passing, no screen setup at all. Then you still only get 5 out of 10 in this category.
Yeah, exactly. And also another thing we looked at was Healing Wish can also give you some points if you don't maybe have a Wish Passer. So
yeah, partial credit.
Yeah. Next is Status and Disruption. Things like Knockoff, Encore, Trick, Switcheroo, Taunt. Things that disrupt your opponent's game plan. And then also, what do you have for Status? So Poison, Burn, Paralyze, and Sleep.
And the quality of Pokemon once again matters. So if you have a Grafaiai versus what is it, like a groupie or what was
the Shroodle?
Yeah,
we do have a Shroodle and a Grafaiai. They are not the same Pokemon, guys, unfortunately.
Yes. One gets ranked slightly higher than the other.
Yeah. All right, on to offense, which we put more of an emphasis on because last time you had it split into threats, I think, and then offense.
Yeah. Instead, basically, just lumped it all into one because threats were kind of like the setup sweepers. Wall breaking was like the how hard can you hit in one move. Kind of just like the categories are pretty similar, so just lump it all and thumb it together. So it is basically worth the same. It's just all together in one category.
Yeah. Yeah, and different things like the physical and special breakers. You need to have a good balance between the two, setup and pivoting as well.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is to have a team with all physical attackers, and then they have they just EV every single Pokemon to defense.
They throw Dondozo in there, and you just can't kill it.
Yeah, that would be tragic.
Next up is speed tiers and priority. So about half the points are allocated towards if you have a good balance of speed tiers, and the other half is if you have strong priority options.
Yeah. Just important things.
Yeah.
And defense is also pretty key. We increased the value of defense because it's important that your team doesn't get blown away by one setup sweeper.
Yeah, exactly.
So this category is all about like having defensive Pokemon that work together and can defend on both the defensive and the special defensive side.
Yeah, and then also if you have a good defensive core like Steel, Fairy Dragon, or Fire, Grass, Water. you might have those types in your team, but if they're like a super offensive Pokemon, we're not going to count it in your core because you don't want that Pokemon to be switching in and taking a bunch of hits.
Yeah,
So
and bonus points for unaware as well.
definitely bonus points if you have unaware Pokemon. Yes, very OP. I think that's it.
Yeah,
We'll
I think
see
we
on the
move
next
on to
slide.
revealing the number 16.
Yeah,
I
so
think
we
will
are
be the next
ranking
slide.
this 16 to 1. So you will see who we think the best team is at the end, and it is in order. So,
Hmm.
and I do want to emphasize this is strictly based on your draft, not player strength. We don't know necessarily how good some players are. That is not factored into this. It is just team alone. So,
I would also like to emphasize that this is based on building a team that's meant to be balanced, that can both attack and defend.
yeah, because as you can see, if you're a hyper offense team and you don't have walls or defense, at least on this scale, yeah, I see Dankus in the chat. Yeah, defense is for noobs. So, yeah, let's get moving into it.
Yeah.
At 16,
Speaking of,
we have Melrose Mabostis and Dankus Dad, who
yes, unfortunately.
was the winner of the league last season, but did draft a hyper offense team, and on this scale, unfortunately, is not going to get you a lot of points.
Yeah, he's missing. He has so many type weaknesses. Like, I put a picture of a walking wake there because I look at his fire resist, I look at his water resist, I see walking wake. Photosynthesis boosting speed, and I think that might be a dead team there.
It's Jover. Yeah, I mean a lot of type weaknesses. We have no fire resist, fairy, water. Ice we looked at, but you're bringing Goldango and Ninetales a lot, and those are pretty good resists, so not really a big thing. Electric as well. We only have one immunity. Flying, one resist. Fairy, one resist. Goldango is carrying the team on its back with its defensive typing, for
Basically,
sure.
the only defensive mon besides maybe Moltres Galar on this team.
Yeah. And then offensively, we also don't have a fire, water, electric, or dragon, which we consider key types to have on a team. So that is it for that. We scored it 1 out of 15, unfortunately.
And the tarot types also don't really make up for any of these weaknesses.
Yeah, we tried to consider that as well. But yeah, not in this case. On to hazards. You can take this one.
Okay. Basically, the only real hazards that this team has is Cleaver with Stone Axe, which is good. This is good. It's a good mon. So basically, this team is like always getting up the stealth rocks. And in niche scenarios, Sneasel can use Toxic Spike as well, but most of the time you'd rather be running like Swords Dance, Acrobatics, all the other moves that Sneasel likes, Dire Claw. So that's probably pretty unlikely T-Spikes come. Because that's the opponent has like no poison type and no hazard removal, then maybe it might be good.
Yeah. Also, no spikes on this team is a bit tough. And yeah, only the one rock setter, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good one. You're definitely,
Yeah.
you want to be clicking Stone Axe, so definitely not bad.
Yeah.
And you Sticky Web, yeah, you kind of get bonus points for Sticky Web, but we don't really consider it a key hazard. On to hazard control and support. Our only thing is Cleavor with Defog, which, I mean, if you're using Cleavor, you want to be clicking Stone Axe, not Defog, so a bit tough for that. You can talk about the others.
Well, Indeedee has Healing Wish, which is useful for this team because this team could run a Trick Room mode with Indeedee plus Ursaluna or Gumshoes, where like Healing Wish passes to heal up the Ursaluna so it can do more damage. And of course, what really carries in this category is that Alolan Ninetales has Aurora Veil, which is the best support move that you could ask for.
Yeah, that boosted the support to max support points at least. The hazard control side a bit tough, but
It's there, but it's not. There's like a lot of other teams with much better options.
yeah. Next up is Disruption. We have 0 knockoff users, which is definitely going to hurt you in this category. Ninetales has Encore, also has Trick, or which are the Trick
Goldengo
options?
has Trick.
I think
Has Trick.
Espathra has it as well. Pretty sure.
But Espathra
Yeah, you don't want to
really
be.
don't want to be using Trick on Espathra.
Yeah, not a great
Goldengo
option.
Trick is legitimate. Like trick your choice specs or your choice scarf away. Rip out a defensive Pokemon.
Yeah. And yeah, status options are not great for this team.
Yeah, there's like Goldango with Thunderwave. Um, yeah,
There's
that's
something
about
else
it.
maybe, but I mean, it's
It's
not
not good,
obvious. Yeah, it's
really.
not
It's
great.
not to my memory. I can't remember any other option besides Goldango with Thunderwave.
Yeah.
So not very relevant.
On to the next, where hopefully you're getting a good score, which you are, because
Yes, it's very good offense.
that is what your team is built for, is offense. You have infinite offensive options. You literally
Yes.
have a million Pokemon you could use
Yes.
that are all great.
Like physical side, Cleaver hits hard, Ursaluna, Gumshoes, Sneasel, they're all Pokemon that can just nuke you. Especially Goldango, Make It Rain, hits super hard. A Spot Trick can set up and sweep. Ribombi has Quiver Dance. Like Moltres can also go berserk, and with its weakness policy, you'll Chester Resto and just destroy a team. So this team has so many ways to set up.
Yeah. Infinite setup, pretty good pivoting. If you had amazing pivoting, you'd get 25, but you still got 24, which is not many people got 24. Let's just say.
No, you have to. Yeah, it's incredibly good offensively, this team.
Which, yeah, hopefully it is because the other categories are lacking a little bit.
Yeah,
But you never know. It is Dankest. He won last season. It's
a
hyper
really good
offense. He can definitely maneuver this, but on this scale, unfortunately, you don't get as many points.
Mhm.
Yeah, speed. Good balance of speed tiers, but the priority is not great.
I think I can't even remember. Was there a priority option?
Ice Shard on Ninetales.
Oh yeah, and Fake Out and Sneasler. I think that's about it for relevant moves.
Yeah.
So not what you want. If you're running Ice on Alola Ninetales, you might want to question your decision making most of the time.
Yeah, I'm
Because
not going to be doing much damage with that.
yeah, off that 67 attack stat, that's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. And defense, unfortunately, a bit
Yeah.
tough. We have no physical wall, unless you want to use Ursaluna as your physical wall. Special wall, Moltres, you can definitely take hits with that. Good Spadef. Ninetales as well.
But no real all-round wall and no defensive core at all to fall back on.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, especially when compared to other teams, the score is quite low. 2 out of 15.
Yeah.
Which gives you a total rank of 48 out of 100. Previous score was 80.
Yes.
But
This
you could do well.
Because this team does have game plans. Like it can't. It's either going to be like super hyper offense, like set up Veil, Stone Axe to set up Stealth Rock, and then just try to run the opponent over. And does Ribombi also get Sticky Web, I believe?
Maybe? We'll ask chat.
Wait, does Ribombi get Sticky Web? But I can't remember actually. I can check right now. We might have forgotten about that when we made it.
Yeah, if so, hazards would probably be like 6, but
Yeah.
it will not change your overall ranking, unfortunately. So, yeah. I think we can move on to the next team.
Ribombi does have Sticky Web.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
we could have added
we
that
did
in. We
neglect
missed that. You would have got a 6.
Yes.
Slightly better.
Mhm.
49. It's a 49 out of 100. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, on
Next
to
is
our
the
next.
other very, very offensive team.
Yes. In 15th, we have the Charlotte Creselias, coached by Mark Shire. Type weaknesses, definitely weak to Fairy. We only have the Magnezone there. Flying, we are very weak to. We have the Magnezone again, who is hard carrying, just like the Goldango was.
Yeah. Similar to, the Danko. There's one, like, the Pokemon trying to hold everything together.
Yeah, and
defensively.
Poison as well is a tough one for this team.
Once again, relying on that Magnezone.
Yeah, Magnezone might be coming to every game. And it's going to die to a ground attack. So
Air Balloon, though. You can always win
Air Balloon Magnezone 7 weeks in a row. Let's go.
Yeah, but yeah, when I see this team, I look at an Amorous, and I look at this team.
Yeah.
With a combination of Moonblast plus Earth Power, absolutely destroys this team.
It's Jover. Yeah, and otherwise, Ghost, Poison, Dragon, and Ice were key types that were missing. And, I mean, we got Poison from Wo-Chien, but still would consider it kind of a missing type.
Mhm.
But
Because
good
Chen is not
good
going to be doing a
typings.
lot of damage.
Yeah, because these are more offensive. So
Mhm.
4 to 15 in that category.
Mhm.
I'll let you take hazards.
Okay. So this team is very simple for hazards. Great Tusk has Stealth Rock. That's it. There's literally no other hazards on this team.
Yeah,
No spikes, no T spikes, no sticky web. So definitely. But the good thing is, Great Tusk is probably coming to every single match, and Great Tusk is really, really good. So it is the one good option. What we'd like to see more from this team on the terms of hazards is either another Stealth Rock option, so you don't always have to run Stealth Rock Great Tusk or have different team building choices, or like a Spiker, like something along those lines would really help out this team.
yeah, for sure. And not having T spikes also, that means we don't have a grounded poison besides Terra Wo Chen, which
Mhm.
will definitely hurt in the next category. Hazard control and support. We have spin on Great Tusk. Again, Great Tusk is getting relied on for rocks and removal. No
Very
wish
good
support.
Pokemon to rely on, though.
It is a good one, but sometimes you're going to want to run like a bulk upset or some other variant of
Well,
Tusk.
well, if Tusk is bulk up, it almost always will have Rapid Spin
Yeah, but
alongside it. But
then
if
the
you're going
rocks.
like AV, then you might not have room for Rapid Spin.
Yeah, rapid spin definitely will be coming almost every week, if not
Mhm.
every week.
Yes.
No wish support definitely hurts this team.
Mhm.
Screen options were Magnezone.
Magnezone. Yes. And
I think
I
something
want to
else.
say it might have been Enamorus or Wochian. I can't remember. But
Yeah,
Magnezone for sure, because I remember I had my funny Magnezone with screens and explosion.
yeah. 7 out of 10, not too bad. I mean, Great Tusk is a really good spinner. You're gonna run it every week. You're not really upset to run spin, so
Hmm.
um, pretty
Yeah,
much max points for that.
yeah, yeah. Because it's great Tusk. It's good. It's a good Pokemon.
Yeah, the best spinner in the game. I don't think
Mhm.
it's up for debate.
I'm trying to figure out any Pokemon besides like Iron Treads, which is
Treads
basically
and
just like
Quaquaval are like the other high tier ones, but
yeah,
Tusk is definitely the best of those.
yeah.
For
Except in Ubers. In Ubers,
yeah,
Iron Treads is better, just because of the typing. But
fair.
Tusk for Draft League I think is better. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Onto Disruption. 6 out of 15. Definitely good knockoff distribution. We have Great
Tusk,
Tusk.
Wo-Chien, I believe Manaphy has it.
Did Infernape have it?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
that's
Manaphy
what.
has it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I know Manaphy has it. Time for a quick look up.
But yeah, definitely
Yeah,
not bad.
Infernape has it as well, which is good.
Yeah, so you score a lot of points in
So
the knockoff part of this.
yeah, yeah.
But otherwise, everything else for the disruption category is not looking great.
I'm trying to like I know Infernape has Will-O-Wisp, but once again, do you really want to run Infernape with Will-O-Wisp?
No. No, you do not. You won't
Yeah,
catch Markshire running that.
yeah. The Mega Zone has Thunder Wave, and I think the only other option is Jump Off with Sleep Powder of significance.
Yeah.
So not the best options because that's a jump off.
Yeah, knockoff is saving you in this category.
Hmm.
I mean, 6 out of 15 isn't exactly saving you, but still.
But I think we scored you like a 4 out of 5 for knockoff for
Yeah.
disruption.
Um.
But offenses on this team as well.
Yeah. Very similar to Dacus Dad. 24 to 25. Excellent offense. Tusk, Manaphy, Infernape, Ursaluna Blood Moon. Good spread. You also have Azumarill. Enamorus can Calm Mind. I
Yeah,
mean,
don't forget about Iron Leaves as well. That
yep.
mon could also shred in the right position as long as it's not in on a U-turn Pokemon,
Pretty much the whole team is offense.
except for Wochien and
Yeah.
Megazone, maybe. Everyone else is offense.
Jump Luff moment.
Jump Bluff movement.
Jump
Jump Bluff,
Luff. We could have
Jump
left
Bluff in the
off the
sun.
document, to be honest, but
Yeah. Jump Bluff in the sun, don't sleep on that in VGC. That mon actually has gotten some decent results.
yeah. Um, the only reason you're not getting a 25 is the exact same as Dankist. You don't have fantastic pivoting,
Yes.
but
You have
it's
the
solid.
Magnezone.
Yeah, and we have Flip Turn Manaphy.
I can't remember if Iron Leaves gets U-turn.
Not
But
sure on that one.
they there's a few options, but not there's teams with like five to like seven pivots on them that are all solid. So
Yeah,
it's good, but not great.
exactly. Speed priority. We thought it was a pretty good spread, but the problem is
Slow.
we cap off of like 108 because jump left doesn't count. And after
Just
100, we hit
watch
87 as
how
well.
bring jump bluff against you and sweep you.
I'm not going to outspeed the jump left, and it's just going to win.
Yes.
But yeah, not too bad. You have some priority with Aquajet, Azumarill, and
Mach
Vacuum
punch.
Wave. Oh, it gets
Oh,
Mach
Mach
Punch.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
there we go.
remember I defeated in Gen 4. First gym's a rock type gym leader. I relied on Mach Punch to beat that as a kid.
Fair. Yeah, so pretty good. 8 out of 10 is good.
Yeah.
On to defenses.
Luckily, this team has a Wo-Chien, so that really helps this category out a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely saving it a bit.
Hmm.
We
But there's
actually have
also
some walls, unlike the
Mhm.
last team.
Yeah. Well, but Ursa Luna as well has that solid defense stat, and Tusk as well, solid defense. Although this team is lacking a real kind of core, but Enamorous as well is very bulky, so it can take some good hits.
Yep. All right, ended up with a 62 out of 100.
Mhm.
Not too bad, but
Yeah.
landed at 15th.
Yeah. Once again brought down by the factor scale once both offense and defense built into the team.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the Auburn Agrons at 14th.
Mhm.
Starting off definitely with some tough type weaknesses.
Mhm. Yeah, Gapdos definitely will be a problematic matchup for this team because flying plus fighting kind of shreds
Yeah.
on this team. Because the only flying resist is a Garganackle, so I don't think it wants to eat too many close combats from that.
Yeah, no. Ice is definitely a big weakness because our only switch-ins are Iron Bundle and Chi-Yu, who do
Yes.
not want to be necessarily
No.
taking those ice hits.
No, but it would be pretty base if you run especially defensive Chi.
Yeah.
But
There's
no,
also
that's
just
not.
no fairy resist
Yes.
besides Terra Appleton.
No,
Steel.
the Terra types. Oh, to Appleton. Not I'm looking at Flapple. Yeah, Terra, Steel, Appleton. That's about it
Yeah.
for resist. So not a lot of resist to that. Also, there's not many ways this team can handle Psycho types attacks except for Chi-Yu.
Yeah, and then a single dragon immunity,
Mhm.
which Hatterene can do well, but I mean, it's team's definitely
Get
still weak
overload.
to
Yeah,
dragon.
definitely get overloaded.
Yeah. So 4 to 15, not amazing types.
But
Hazards.
hazards. This team is so good on hazards.
Yeah.
Because we have that Garg and the Gastrodon with Stealth Rock, and we have Gastrodon with spikes and Gliscor with spikes. And on top of that, Gliscor also got Toxic Spike this generation as well. So there you have three amazing hazard setters for all the hazards that we're looking for. No Sticky Whip, but we don't take away points for no Sticky Whip because it's so limitedly distributed.
Yeah, not much else to say.
Just
Great,
really good hazards.
great hazards. 10 out of 10. On to the support. We have Mousehold with Tidy Up and Hatterene Magic Bounce, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Probably be
I think the
looking
main
for
issue-
a little bit extra, but yeah, no Wish support is a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, the other part, the support side of this category is basically solo carried by Hatterene.
Yeah,
That's about it for screens.
yeah, that's where you're going to lose a little bit of points because Hatterene is very important to this team,
Yes.
as we saw in the type matchups as well. Probably going to come to most matches.
Especially if they
'cause
have
you need it.
a Roaring Moon or a Garchomp. Definitely, definitely that Dragon switch and how is your team's gonna get ruled.
Yeah, on to Disruption. We have Gliscor and Dog. Okie dokie. Pretty good knockoff.
Mhm.
Nothing to scoff at
Excited
there.
to see how Okidoki plays out this season, considering it's new.
Yeah,
Shiny new toy.
and the other two of the loyal three did not get picked.
Yes. I'm still shocked that no one picked Monkey Dory, considering that we our league made it cheaper than other leagues. And in other leagues they got drafted. In our league, no one even considered it really.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We
Well,
also
well, I
have.
yeah
You go ahead.
did consider it for a little bit, but like it just didn't fit on. So I was like, I guess someone else will take it. But no one did.
Yeah, we have Trick on Hatterene and Encore with Bundle and Mousehold, so pretty decent disruption there. And the status spread was fairly good that we were
Yeah,
looking at.
yeah. We have that Sinistea, I think, with Will-O-Wisp, I believe, and Gash, and we have. Uh, what is the other status on this team? Oh, Glasgow with Toxic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that was
yeah. That
another
was
one,
a big one.
another big one.
Yeah, having status on like the good Pokemon that you're gonna
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
definitely
Oh
helps
yeah, and
out.
Hatterene as well has Nuzzle, which is one of the best moves for spending paralysis because it doesn't miss.
Yeah, Nuzzle for sure.
Unlike Thunder Wave, which once again on paper is 90% accuracy, but I often don't find that to be the case.
Yeah, I think there were a couple other options maybe, but not
Oh,
things you really
I,
want to bring too often.
I like Chi-Yu with Will-O-Wisp, I believe. If you're crazy,
Yeah, probably not gonna be bringing that, but
instead of clicking overheat.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good. 12 out of
Mhm.
15 is not bad.
Yeah.
Offense.
Mhm.
We got Chiyu, Iron Bundle, Mousehold, and of course Dog.
Mhm.
But this team is definitely much stronger on the special side than the physical side. I mean, just looking at the two first picks.
Yeah. Chi-Yu and Bundle, like two of the best special attackers in the game. Yeah, on the physical side, this team basically has Okidogi and Flapple if you consider that Pokemon's gonna hit and doesn't miss every second attack.
Yeah, it also has
And
a
Gliscor.
Mousehold,
Mhm.
but the
Oh yeah,
options are
nice
not
one.
as strong as the special
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
The
yeah,
setup isn't amazing on this team.
yeah.
You have like
And
bulk
pivoting.
up on Dog.
And tidy up mouse hold again.
Yeah, Hatterene gets Calm Mind.
Mhm. And Flapple might get Dragon Dance. I can't remember that one off the top of my head either. I believe it does.
Yeah, and pivoting, it's
Yeah, it does.
decent. Not amazing. You
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
flip turn bundle.
Yeah, that's where most of the points were lost was on the setup and pivoting side of this team.
Yeah, so 20 out of 25 for that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Next up is speed priority, which definitely is lacking priority. What was the like one priority thing? I can't remember. It wasn't a good one, but
It was something super niche.
maybe it was
I
like a fake
honestly
out or something.
I think it might have been fake on Okidogi. I want to say it was something silly that wasn't actually going to see play.
Yeah, so that gives
Like
you pretty much nothing for the priority category, which is
yeah.
like half of these points.
Hmm.
Speed tiers are decent. I mean, you have bundle, which definitely helps a lot, but
Yeah.
most teams aren't going to try and outspeed bundle. They're just going to like put a scarf on, but
Yeah.
or
And
just
that's because
accept it.
Dragapult has entered the chat.
True. There is a
Then it's
Dragon
like,
Ball team.
And he's like, no, that's a bundle. That's slow.
Yeah, I mean, speed's not bad, but it's definitely the priority that's bringing this
Hmm.
category down.
Yeah, definitely.
And on the defense, we have really good physical,
Mhm.
Garg, really good, Gliscor, really good, Dog, love Dog,
Yeah,
Sinistra as well.
yeah. The main issue with this team is that a lot of the walls don't cover each other's weaknesses.
Yeah,
That really hurt this team defensively because if we go back to the type matchup, it kind of shows that there's a lot of weaknesses.
yeah, the
Like with
Pokemon
lack of
themselves
flying.
are pretty good. Like, you
Yeah.
definitely have good options, but just the typing definitely doesn't help you too much.
Hmm.
And yeah, no real defensive typing for your core as well. So 10 out of 15. You have good pieces, but the synergy might not be there. But you can work around it.
Yeah.
All right.
Kraken's also a very good player.
Yeah,
We both played because we both lost to Kraken last season.
we did. We did. We got smoked. So
Yes.
excited to see Kraken do well this season.
Yes.
These are just for fun. I mean, doesn't really matter what your team looks like. If you're a good player, you can build around it. So 65 and 100, ranked 14th.
Mhm.
On to 13th, Wishing Star Jirachis.
Mhm.
Type weaknesses. I'll let you take it.
Yes. type weaknesses, basically, once again, the Gyapdos kind of destroys his team because of the lack of flying plus fighting. And
Yeah.
also in Amorous as well, Boom Blast, there's basically no switching. So because this team is so defensive, I basically imagine it like a semi-truck with Gyapdos and an Amorous driving it, and they're just breaking through this team.
Yeah. The fairy one is definitely bringing you down quite a bit.
Mhm. Yes, and there's also none of the terrors cover that either. There's no steel type terror or fire type terror to really make up for that.
Yeah, ground weakness is pretty big as well. We have Dragonite. Lorantis
Yeah,
doesn't really count as your ground resist,
because
so that
it's
one's
a Lorantis.
a bit tough. Yeah, but not too bad. We are missing ground type for offensive because all we have is a Piloswine, which isn't bad, but
Yeah,
um, it is
we'll
kind
give you
of bad.
point marks for that.
Yeah, that
Point
one
marks
didn't
for
really
the
bring
ground.
down much.
That's why it's groundish.
It was mostly the type of weaknesses.
Yeah.
So 8 out of 15.
Mhm.
Hazards. Clefable.
Yes, that monster.
Yeah, Clefable you're bringing every week pretty much, and you're not sad to run rocks on it.
No, no, that mon has very good abilities and very good typing.
Yeah, the other thing is you have spikes and T-spikes, but they both belong to Hisuian Quillfish, which you're probably not going to want to bring too many weeks. Can definitely have a good game or matchup here or there, but
Yeah,
for your only
like,
spikes and T-spikes user, it's a bit tough to
also,
be on that mon.
especially if you're against like a Glamora, it could be useful.
Yeah. So 6 out of 10. Not too bad, but not the greatest users. Hazard control, we have Cyclozar. Pretty good rapid spinner. Lorantis.
Technically,
That's
technically
default,
Lorantis,
guys. We could use it.
but if Lorantis is in, it's basically going to be clicking Leaf Storm. That's basically the only thing Lorantis can do.
Yeah.
Because it does have a good ability in Contrary. That's the only thing that makes that Pokemon like okay.
Yeah. And maybe you'll cook with Lorantis. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
You could see support Clefable moment.
Yes, Clefable just carries so hard. Clefable has everything we're looking for: wish, screens, and it's really good. So, like, it's hard carries this category.
Yeah.
But there's also Hooper with screens as well, I believe, and there might be Cloaking as well.
I think Slowking
otherwise-
gets it, yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple screen options, but yeah, Clefable moment.
Yeah, you definitely scored high in this category. I think 10 out of 10 would be if you had like a premier spinner defogger.
Yes, yeah, if you had a great task.
True. All right. Oops.
Disruption.
Yeah. Disruption, we have 10 out of 15. Knockoff from Clefable, really good. Cyclozar is your spinner, so probably will come a fair amount of games, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and once again, Clefable with all that disruption as well, with the Encore and can also Thunder Wave, so it gives you some decent statusers.
Yeah, Encore and
Encore
Palafin's not bad.
Yeah.
I used that a couple times
Yeah,
last season.
I remember you using that. It definitely surprised me.
Yeah.
In Mox when you pulled it out.
It's not bad. It's not bad on that mon.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
need
don't
too many
sleep on it.
things. You really just need Jet Punch. Jet Punch should
And-
call it a day.
Yeah, or Wave Crash as well, or Liquidation, but mostly Jet Punch.
Yeah. Status is decent, not great.
Yeah, mostly Clefable.
Yeah, Clefable has T-Wave.
I think Slowking as well.
Yeah, you get Yawn on Slowking. Otherwise,
that
not
Tauros,
amazing.
I believe, can Will-O-Wisp. I could be wrong about that one though.
Yeah.
But there's a few options. Not the best status, but once again, kind of a Clefable moment.
Yeah, I'd say
for this
everything's
category.
like solid. Nothing like super amazing for this category, so 10 out of 15. Offense. We are lacking a bit in the offensive category. Very defensive team. We have Palafin, which is amazing, Dragonite, and Terra Hoopa, which is going to dent some teams. But other than that, the pieces aren't super strong. I mean, obviously you can use other things, like Tauros is going to do some damage, Cyclozar maybe, but Lorantis. It's just not amazing breakers and setup mons.
Yeah, there's also like the only setup this team really has is like Dragon Dance, Dragon Knight, or Bulk of Palafin. That's about it. Oh, and Combine Clefable as well could be a thing.
Yeah, the setup and pivoting wasn't too bad. It was mostly just the pieces for the offense weren't amazing. So 13 on that one. Speed and priority. Well, you got Palafin, Jet Punch, and Extreme Speed Dragonite, which
so
gives you
easy,
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 easy. Like no questions asked. Like those are like two of the best priority options you could have in this game.
Yeah, very good. Next up is the speed tiers.
It's kind of slow, not gonna lie. Except for Cyclozar. This team is very, very slow.
Yeah. That's not much else to say, just very slow.
It's a very slow team because next category.
Next category.
Yes, this team
Defense.
is like opposite to Dankus and Markshire. This team is going hard defense. Like this team is going to be very hard to break through. Like Clefable and Gudra, those mons are so tanky.
Yeah.
It's gonna take forever to break through those. And Slowking on top of that, just if we don't have enough defensive mons, throw a Slowking in there too.
Yeah, the defense on this team is pretty insane. I don't really want to try and break through it. Gudra and Clefable are pretty painful to get past.
Yeah.
I did see in chat. Yeah, Gudra definitely has a good special attack. It can definitely dish out some damage, but not really a breaker. But yeah, pretty good. You have Unaware, Magic Guard, Clefable. Yeah, pretty scary defense.
The team's also like even have Intimidate users on Tauros and Quillfish on top of that. Just in case the team needs more defense.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we didn't forgot to put on the slides, but this team also has a very solid Steel Dragon Fairy Core.
Yes, that was another thing.
Dragonite, Clefable, Gudra, like those demons can work very well together.
Yeah, you're pretty set for defense.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be a hassle for any team to try to break through this.
I was gonna say it doesn't get much better. It actually doesn't get better. This is the best defense. So
yes, there were some close runner-ups, but this team, there's no one who come. There's one or two teams that I think one or two other teams that got 50 on defense, but they're not as good as this one.
Yeah. 68 out of 100. Previous score was 85.
Yeah, because this team doesn't have a Champao for the offense this time.
True, that would hard carry.
Yes.
On to the Slitherwings. I'm just gonna grab some water. I'll let you discuss the type matchups here quickly.
I believe this team is number 13 on the list, and the main issue with this team is a Palafin moment. Because there is basically no answer to Jet Punch. Because there's no big resists. Except for Terra or Grass Speaker Bolt. Yeah, besides that, that's not going to be great. The team also is purely reliant on Berserker, which is, I believe, has 60 special defense. So Draco Meteor is also going to kind of roll this team defensively. On the offensive side of things, that is missing some pretty key attacking types that we like to see, including Dragon, Fairy, and Ice. And Water also is a pretty important type that we're missing here.
All right, I just got back.
Yes.
Did you cover it?
I covered it. I gotcha.
Right. Good stuff. All right, guys. On to hazards.
Yes, it's very good. This is a Glamora. What else do you want to say?
Yeah, we could probably just say Glamora pass, and you get 10 out of 10.
But on top of that, there's also a Tinglu, and there's also Vikavolt with Sticky Webs, and also Hippowdon with Stealth Rock, and Lycan Rock with Stealth Rock, and Uxie with Stealth Rock. Just pretty good.
I don't have anything else to say.
I believe this is the team with the best hazards. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I don't think there's a better hazard setter than this team.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Hazard control, we have Mortal Spin on Glamora, but that is not really something you want to be using that much. You kind of just want to spam hazards with it, not really be removing. A lot of time you might run Focus Sash lead, so.
Yeah, it's there though, so if the team does need it, Glamora is still probably coming to like 2/3 of the matches.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dankus. We didn't see the webs. You got 6 out of 10. You got +1. You're up to 49.
Yeah. In our defense, we finished this up last night at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we were getting a little tired, so
Yes,
bear with us.
yes. Bear with us for any mistakes on the slide.
Yeah, you got Glim and Yuxi for the screens, and
Hmm.
then no wish passing. So not the
Yes.
best in this category. 5 out of 10.
Hmm.
Disruption. You got Yuxi.
Yes. Basically, that's basically it.
Yeah,
But in real talk, there is Gamora with Toxic and Crocodile with Will-O-Wisp, and also Spectrio was one of the best Will-O-Wispers in the game.
yeah,
But
it,
it's mostly just Yuxi. What can Yuxi do? It's a disruption team.
yeah. Yuxi is hard carrying. You do
Yes.
have some other options, but not great.
Hmm.
On to the offense. We got
Decent, decent.
pretty solid things like
Hmm.
Spectrier, Gyapdos, Lycanroc under the sand,
Hmm.
and Terra Vikavolt are all pretty strong. Obviously, there's other things which is going to be the same with all the other teams. We're not going to mention every single thing that you could bring an offensive set on, but these are probably the primary
Hmm.
breakers.
Yeah. And the team has some pretty good pivoting as well with Gyapdos and I believe Yuxi can both U-turn around.
Yeah,
Vikavolt, but Vikavolt is usually something you want to pivot into, not pivot out of.
yeah. Setup is solid. Spectre definitely carries you.
Hmm. And
Um,
Lycanroc.
and Lycanroc, yeah.
Hmm.
You could run Belly Drum Snorlax.
Or Curslax, bring it back
Yep.
to Gen 2.
So
Trust me,
pretty
guys,
good.
that set is still good. That set's still good, right? Curslax is still a
Yeah,
thing?
bring it versus me. Actually, I don't know if I face. I think I do face Mr. Mag.
Yes. Yes.
20 out of 25 is solid. Solid
Hmm.
offense.
Yeah.
Speed and priority. Well, you got
Hmm.
Accelerock. That's
Yes.
a good priority move, but that
Hmm.
is that is it.
That's it. That's it. That's all there is that's relevant on the team.
The
And the speed
speed
tiers are
tiers.
good.
Yeah,
They're good. You have Spectria, which is fast, Lycanroc, which is even faster under under sand, Gyapdos, but the rest of the team is relatively slow, which is kind of bringing it down not a few points there, but overall pretty solid speed tiers.
for sure. And defense, we have 13 out of 15. Well,
Hmm.
you have a Hippo and a Tinglu, which
A
is
moose.
really, yeah, Moose. You got great physical walls. Special walls definitely lacking a little bit. You have Snorlax, which is solid, has thick fat, right?
Special walls, they have Ting Lu and Yuxi and Snorlax, so I
Oh
don't
wait,
think
yeah, I
that
forgot about the
they're, lack,
Uxie. Don't worry
they're,
about it,
they're not
guys.
they're not lacking especially on either
Yeah,
side.
I looked back and I was like, wait, we got a Uxie. Never mind, we're good.
You got a Yuxi. Yuxi is a defensive beast as well.
And you have an unaware Crocodile.
Yeah. Which I'd like to see the little guy shine just one at least 1 week. Let him come. Let him cook.
Yeah, solid defense.
Hmm. Yes, not Armenia level of defense, but still very good.
Yeah. All right, 71 out of 100.
Yeah, pretty similar to last season's score.
Yeah. On to the next, we have the Anaheim Auroras.
Hmm.
Doing pretty well on types.
Hmm.
Lacking a ghost resist for the most part. We have Mandibuzz, but ghost kind of runs your team.
Yeah, you're solely relying on Mandibuzz for that category. Medicham as well can Terra Dark, but you really don't want your Medicham twitching into hits because that thing is frail.
Yeah. Grass type offensively we are missing, which is a pretty good type, and we have not really a way to cover it. So lose a few points, but overall your types are pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty good in this category. Can't complain. Because
Yeah.
the ground weakness showing is not really real because you have Amanda Buzz.
Yeah.
So
On to hazards where we are struggling a little bit. We
yes.
have rocks from Iron Shreds, which is good. You're going to bring Shreds to a lot of matches, but you don't have any spikes users, and T spikes from Muck, which probably isn't coming to any games. Well, mostly not
Muck,
games.
Muck might come to a game.
Okay,
Muck
one
here.
game. One game, maybe.
Depends how he wants to run it.
Yeah. But definitely could use better hazard options.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, agreed.
All right, on to the next one.
Yeah, so Treads is a really, really good spinner, and Oricorio's, well, I think one of the most underrated mons, like point-wise to how good it is.
Yeah, and Mandibuzz as well for
Yeah,
defog.
so this team is just perfect in this category as well.
Yeah,
And we have good wishers as well with Gardevoir.
and Jolteon.
Yes, Jolteon as well. Jolteon's not the best wish passer, but like they're both not the best wish passers, but they are solid.
Yeah,
And
and
they
screens. What is screens on this team? I can't remember.
Jolteon and Gardevoir as well.
Okay,
The
so
same
same
Pokemon
as
as
same
Wish.
as the
Same.
Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 because not the best Wish and screens users, but you have them, so
Yeah.
really
Still good.
solid.
8 out of 10. That's still good. That's still good.
Better than most, honestly.
Yeah.
Disruption, you're doing quite well in as well. Knockoff is great on this team. You have like a million options.
Treads, Mandibuzz, Hoopa,
My
I
boy
think
Muck.
Gardevoir, Muck. I think Medicham might get it. I could be wrong about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
There's a lot of good knockoff.
Yeah, status is good too. You have a lot of options, especially in your good mons.
And even like all the mons have good status options. Like Muck can Toxic, Skeldridge, Will-O-Wisp, Gardevoir can Thunder Wave, Mandibuzz can Toxic, Melodic can Scald Fish you.
Yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of points from those two. Losing a few on the Encore trick side of things, but yeah, really good disruption and hazard control.
Yeah.
Did well in these categories.
Agreed.
Offense, you're doing well in as well. You have a lot of options. I'll let you cover some of them.
Yes, well, it's a certified Bax. 145 attack stat, plus a Dragon Dance is just kind of going to roll many teams if they're not ready for it. Along with the new addition of Skill Shot, this Bax is set up very, very well. This team also has some very good users in Jolteon as well, with the whole Calm Mind shenanigans, and as a Terror Captain, so it can really blow holes in teams.
Yeah.
And Medicham and Gardevoir, both really good wall breakers.
Yeah, missing some strong pivot options. That's where you're losing some points.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also Hoopa, who's, with just a casual 170 special attack and 160 attack. No big deal though, right? Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pretty good
Yeah.
offense.
Yes.
Speed, we have not the best
Some
speed
problems.
twos.
Some problems.
We have a
Definitely in this team.
Jolteon,
Yes.
and then we are struggling. We have a
Yes.
Treads, and then we hit 93 on Oricorio.
Yeah, and
Definitely a
then
bit rough.
we have like 5 Pokemon that are basically 80 speed.
Yeah, not exactly what you want to see for that category. And then you do have Ice Shard on Baxcalibur, so getting some points there. But overall, not too great. Defense, you're looking really good.
Yeah.
You got Milotic and Manabuzz for special. You have Iron Treads, Manabuzz again, Skeledirge, all really good defensively. Mandibuzz can kind of flex both ways.
Mandibuzz is just such a solid defensive cornerstone for many teams that use it.
Yeah, and you have Unaware on Skeledirge. Ta-da!
Yes. And that's not a Crocodile.
Yeah, you got a 14 because your name is not Armenia, but otherwise, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No complaints.
Yes.
76 out of 100. Definitely not.
That's
not
a
too
good
bad.
score. That's
Yeah.
a good score.
Good. On to the next. Sapporo Snovers.
Yeah, this team is jealous that it doesn't have Walking Wake.
I do like the Anakin.
Yes.
Definitely weak to Rock and Ghost. Ghost, you have Shroodle and a Ditto. You have a Tyranitar, which is the one we're actually considering.
Yes.
Ditto is not a Ghost resist, guys.
Yes.
And
Ditto's always gonna
Shroodle is not coming to a game.
Yeah.
So
Unless Ditto is not running transform, like the imposter, like it doesn't automatically transform, then it could be a ghost resist. But I think that's more likely to be a misclick on the user's ability than it is an intentional choice.
Yeah.
But no, Sapporo Service prove us wrong and bring Shroodle every match and win. Like actually bring Shroodle this first week because that's my opponent first week. Bring Shroodle and sweep me with it.
I'm so ready.
Ready for the Shroodle sweep.
Offensively, we are missing a water type, which is pretty crucial.
Well, that would have been Walking Wake on this team.
Walking Wake would have been pretty nice.
Yes, it would have been very nice for this team. Thank goodness
We have
this team
Ogre
doesn't
Pawn,
have.
so it's fine.
Yes, yeah. Actually, they do have Ogerpon, but then again, it's most likely going to be Ogerpon Fire, like probably 2/3 of the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hazards. You got 6 out of 10. Lots of rockers. You don't have toxic spikes, and your spiker is Ogre Pawn, which with the flexibility you're getting with all the forms, you're not really going to be running spikes.
But prove us wrong as well.
Yeah. This is just our opinion, so if you want to run spikes and Ogre Pawn every week, go ahead. I will not complain.
I will not complain either. I'll suggest removing Ivy Cudgel. You don't need that move.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rocks
Decent.
help you out, but otherwise not great.
There's just so many rockers on this team.
Yeah. You're not too worried about getting stealth rocks up. You got the options.
Yes.
Hazard control and support. You have a Torkoal, which on this team with not cornerstone, whatever is that, I don't know what the fire mask is called.
Ogerpon Fire. Just call it
Yeah,
Ogerpon Fire.
Ogerpon Fire. You have Torkoal. You're going to be bringing Torkoal a lot because those in combination are really, really good. You also have things like Screamtail that can use photosynthesis boosts. So Torkoal gonna come. Rapid Spin. You're gonna put it on every week. It's fine.
Yes.
And then Screamtail moment.
Yes, Screamtail just has another one of the best push passers and one of the best screen setters. So, yeah, that's all you need to get 5 out of 5 on the support side, basically.
Yeah, 9 out of 10, almost perfect.
Just maybe one other Rapid Spinner or Defogger would give you 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Disruption is excellent. You have Knockoff and Roar Tyranitar. Screamtail has status. It has Encore. It has Trick.
And you have Ditto!
Ditto is one of the best disruptions because your opponent sets up, you have Ditto Choice Scarf, and you win if they're not prepared for it. So that is definitely kind of or a form of disruption. So
Definitely annoying.
good on that category. I'll let you take offense.
Yes. So this team offensively is a bit lacking, mostly because of, once again, the lack of a walking wake on this team. On the physical side, we have Ogerpon and Lucha and Tyranitar and Rillaboom. So physically, this team is really, really solid. But especially, this team kind of has like only Thundurus. And kind of sort of Torkoal if you count that.
Yeah, and Screamtail, guys. I swear, you can run Combine Screamtail with like, 65 base special attack.
But if you get like +6 with special attack, you probably OHKO Wings.
True.
Maybe.
And maybe you're fast.
Has got good pivots as well with Rillaboom and Thundurus, and Baton Pass, I believe, on Screamtail.
Yeah.
So some good pivots. Just the main issue, especially after dropping the Charizard, gives this team very few special attacking options.
Yeah, no priority basically. There was like a fake out or something.
Fake out on Rillaboom.
There you go. But your speed tiers are really good.
And I think this also might be Sucker Punch and Shroodle, but Shroodle's not a real Pokemon.
Yeah, we're not counting Shroodle in basically anything.
Yes.
Not a real mon.
Yes.
Until it is. But yeah, your speed tiers are really, really good.
Yes.
Good variety, and you have some good high speed tiers with good Pokemon, so.
Yes. Halucha is very solid.
Max points for speed tiers.
I think actually we missed for the hazard control. I just realized now Halucha does get defog.
Oh, yeah, we did miss that. Don't worry about it.
You don't want to be really.
I think we did talk about that when we were going over it, but we didn't mention it because you're not running it.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird to run. But yeah, defense is pretty good defensively.
Yeah.
Like it has Torkoal for a very solid defensive wall, and has T-Tar kind of, as long as there's no fighting type in the other team.
Yeah, and Fluffy Houndstone was the last minute pickup.
Which definitely boosts this team's defense because the team was missing a ghost type, and Houndstone is pretty solid.
Yeah, and you have infinite special walls, so.
You can't forget about Screamtail again with that.
Yeah, your defensive core is Screamtail.
That's all you really need. No bias, guys. No bias.
He clearly we like Screamtail.
Yes, we both really like Screamtail.
13 out of 15. Good
Yes.
defense. Overall,
Yeah.
really solid team.
Mhm. Yes.
78 out of 100.
Just missing a walking quake.
Yeah. All right, I think we're about halfway. So let's go on to the next one.
Uh, yes. I think that we're on number 10. I
Oh,
can't
we are.
remember.
Okay, we've been cruising.
No, so this is number 9. This is number 9.
Okay. So we just finished half.
Yes. No. Next will be half.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yes.
Miami Heat Trans. Type weaknesses: ground. You have a Landorus, but otherwise, earthquake spam is gonna hurt you.
Hmm. Yeah, and there's also no offensive grass type on this team.
Yeah, and didn't cover that with Terra either. So, not
Still
bad.
good.
13 out of 15. You're not missing
Good score.
much, but could
Good
definitely
score.
be better. Hazards, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yes. Yes. We have the Landorus, of course, which is probably coming to every match, if it's anything like how I use Landorus.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Fortress as well. It's pretty solid with that spikes. And you also have that Glow King with the T spikes as well, which is probably also coming to every match.
Yeah, you have the hazards on the good mons, and you have all
Mhm.
of them, so
Yes.
you're getting a
10 out of
10.
10. Mhm.
Hazard control and support. Everything is looking good except for the removal is a little weak. Rapid spin on Fortress isn't bad, but maybe missing a slightly better hazard removal option.
Because you often don't want to bring Fortress to every matchup, because there's definitely matchups where Fortress is pretty useless.
Yeah. Wish Pass, you have Alamamola and Sylveon, which are both really good.
Hmm. Disruption, this team is probably its weakest category. There's not many knockoff users except for Roaring Moon, I believe. Which is a good knockoff user, and I think Mian Shao as well. I think that's it for knockoff though on this team.
Yeah. Also, not really looking great for Encore.
Mhm.
Good trick and taunt options. You have trick on Glow King, and is there something else? Sylveon?
I
Does Sylveon get trick?
I don't believe it does, but I can look that up in 1 second.
And otherwise, the status options were kind of middling. Nothing too special. You got Toxic on
Yeah,
Glow
no
King.
trick.
No trick. Okay. You have Alamomola with Scald, I guess, as well, but overall, this is a category you're lacking a bit in.
Hmm. Yes, agreed.
Offense, we have Roaring Moon, Landorus, Mianshao, Ursaring, Chandelure. Those are all really good.
Oh, and Titan too.
And Sea Titan, true. We didn't write it down, but that is one of them.
That is a threat after Glow King does Chilly Reception.
Yeah, so your physical breakers are really, really good, but special side, you are definitely lacking. A
You
lot
are
of your
basically a
mons
Chandelier.
are, yeah, a lot to all of your mons are physical. You have
Al-
Chandelure, but
Although Lando can also go special. I ran special Landorus. It actually does cook a little bit. Opponents don't often see it coming.
yeah, it doesn't bring you down too much. You have really good pivoting and setup. You have a Roaring
Mhm.
Moon, so
You have a Landorus for pivoting.
yeah, you have
Like,
Belly
best pivot.
Drum Titan as well.
Mhm.
Good
So yeah,
options. So.
Roy Moon has so many setup options. So yeah, the very very good offense.
Hmm. Speed and priority. Overall, your team is very slow. You have Roaring Moon, good speed. Mian Shao is good as well, and then it's nothing, nothing
Yeah.
else.
Besides Slush Rush and Titan,
Yeah, that was
but
another one.
everything else is very slow.
And priority, you have Ice Shard on Titan, but
That's it.
that is it.
Yeah.
Fake out
So
on Mian Shao, I think.
yeah, but that's
We don't
not
really
really
count fake out unless it's like a Sneasler.
unless of course they're going for that like fake out normal gem to acrobatics.
True. No Megalopon needs to click fake out.
Yes, unfortunate.
Then lastly, we have defense.
There's a Landorus on this team,
Yes. Landorus has
and there's
Intimidate
also an
and
Alomomola on this
really
team.
good. Yeah, we didn't even write that part down, but
Oh yeah.
Definitely mentioned
Yeah.
it when we were going through. Fortress
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Gloking, Sylveon,
Yes.
technically Moon, but probably should have wrote Almamole
Yes.
down
That
for
probably.
all around wall.
Yes. Yes.
But
But unfortunately, your name is also not Armenia, so not quite as good as that team
yeah,
defensively.
basically you know, didn't get 15 because you aren't Armenian.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, good core too. Fairy Dragon Steel.
Hmm.
Overall, very good team. 80
Yes.
out of 100.
Yeah. This brings us to the top 8 teams now.
Meow in Manhattan.
Number 8.
Yeah. Type weaknesses are Ghost and Dark, which are kind of similar. And Hydreigon is carrying. You also have Valiant for the Dark resist, but like you don't really want Valiant to be switching out on hits as you resist, so
Mhm.
not getting too much from that. You did go double Dark on Terras, which I did like, but still a weakness.
Yeah. Team's also lacking any kind of offensive ice type attacks.
Yeah, which we consider a pretty key type.
Hmm.
So not too bad. 12 isn't bad.
Hmm.
Hazards, pretty
Rocks.
simple. Rocks. No spikes or toxic spikes,
Yes.
which
I think
hurts.
I think it's Sandaconda, Arcanine, Hydreigon, Jirachi. Yes, they're 4 very good rockers, but nothing else.
You basically got 5 and 0.
Yes. Yes, and I can confirm. I know I looked this up before. Vivillon does not get sticky web, so we didn't miss that.
There you go. Dankus doesn't have to be annoyed with this one.
Yes.
All right. Next up is Hazard Control and Support. 7 out of 10. You have Rapid Spin on Regieleki.
Yes.
That is it.
Yeah. This category is basically the Reggie Electric show.
Yeah. Gives you the screens options as well, which
Mhm.
you'll probably use quite a bit.
Mhm.
You have Jirachi, which can wish pass. Not that bad.
Mhm.
But mostly
Jirachi can
the
go.
hazards are a little lacking.
Yeah, Jirachi can go so many different ways, so it could be a defensive pivot, or it could be Iron Head flinching spammer.
Yeah. I'll let you discuss the best disruption we've seen.
Well, first off, Grafaiai. That mon is so underrated in my opinion. Like the pranks are encore and pranks are parting shot. Pranks are toxic knockoff, but they can disrupt your team like to the earth and back, basically. Like a nice spec setting up there. Shame if I encored it.
Yep.
Also, another big player for this team, Among Us, with Spore. Do I need to say any more than that?
Yep. And Toxic.
Yes.
And Vivian, which has accuracy increasement, has Sleep Powder. So
Yes. So, yeah. Bring your goggles against this team, boys.
yeah, this
Yeah.
team is very good in that category.
Yes.
The best we have.
Hmm.
Offense,
Very good. Very good. This team has a Valiant.
yeah. Also have Jirachi, which can go both ways. Hydreigon, technically both ways. Arcanine, very, very strong physical attacker.
Mhm.
So, because you have so much flexibility in your top picks, I mean, you're going to be good from both sides.
Yeah. Not to mention that Lucky can also hit pretty hard if you move the opposing ground type.
Yeah.
And the team setup has so many options like Hydreigon, Dragon Dance, my hidden underrated tech, Vivillon with Quiver Dance,
Yeah.
Iron Valiant with gazillion ways to set up.
Yeah, Valiant is pretty good.
Valiant
Pretty
is very
good.
good in draft. Very, very, very good in draft.
And pivoting is decent, not amazing. That's bringing you down below the 25, I guess.
Yes, that's the only thing this team really would need. Is a few more pivots.
Yeah, it's good. Speed tier is very good. You have a Regieleki, and then after that, it doesn't get any
Valiant.
worse. Yeah,
You have a Valiant.
you got a Valiant, and then it just keeps going down all the way. It's very nice speed tiers.
Not a slow team whatsoever.
Yeah, and priority, you got Vacuum Wave on Valiant, which could kill some stuff. But the
Arcanine's the
Arcanine
big one.
Extreme Speed, yeah, that's the bigger one.
Mhm.
So almost perfect there, 9 out of 10.
Mhm.
Defense. Special wall, we are lacking a little bit. We don't have anything that's like the main special wall.
Mhm. Besides
Um,
maybe kind of sort of Among Us, but Among Us can go both ways.
yeah. Physical, you do have Sandaconda. I love Sandaconda.
Yeah,
Great
the goat.
pick. And it is also a Terra captain, so
Mhm,
that'll be a good option there. Slowbro as well. Can go
mhm.
both ways.
Yeah, this team really has a solid fire water grass with the Among Us and the Slowbro and Arcanine.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. It's very
Alrighty.
solid defense. Not the most insane defense we've seen, but very good.
Yeah. 81 out of 100. Good team.
Hmm hmm
Next up, LA
Lilligant,
Lilligants.
yeah, the other Sun team basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got weaknesses to Ghost, Dark, and Dragon. Ghost and Dark, you have a shift tree. So
Yes.
a bit tough there.
But you do have a Terra like Fairy Lilligant for the dark, but that's also it's a Lilligant.
Yeah, I mean, not going to help too much. And then for Fairy, or sorry, Dragon, you have Heatran, which is decent, but it's your only option. You have a Fairy Lilligant, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If this team doesn't bring Terra Normal Shiftry Explosion one week, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Very true. And then offensively, we're also missing some things like Ice, Poison, and Fairy. So
Mhm,
this category is bringing you down a fair amount.
mhm. That's the main thing bring you down. I think the rest of the team is all really good.
Yeah. Hazards.
Yes,
Um,
Quake.
yeah. Quagsire is carrying spikes and T spikes, and then rocks. You got lots of rock options.
Yeah, and you also have the Bramble Gas for spikes too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely good.
Because yeah, because Heatran is also good rocker. So.
Yep. Hazard control. You have options
It's called a
like
Bramble Gas.
Bramblegast. The shift tree get defog?
I believe it does.
Yeah, but your options are not exceptional. You
Yes.
do have some,
Mhm.
but not great. No wish, which is a tough one, but good screen options.
Cresselia.
Yeah, Cresselia and Zapdos get screens.
I don't know. I can check that one sec.
Yeah, maybe check that. I think I might be wrong.
No, that is logic. I mistyped that. Light screen. Yes, it gets light screen and it gets reflect. No, it doesn't get reflect. Only light screen.
Ah, okay, well, screens are good from Cresselia, so it doesn't really
Yes.
matter.
Yes.
Disruption, you're looking really good. Encore, Trick, and Taunt, you got multiple options. Knock off a couple things,
Like
like Shift
Big Shift
Tree
Tree, Glide.
and Walking Wake.
Oh yeah, Wake. Yeah, Wake got knock off just because we need to make Wake even stronger.
Yeah, and then Status is very good. You have
Heatran.
Thunderwave, Zapdos. You got Heatran, Static Zapdos. Basically, Zapdos Heatran carries
Basically,
you.
basically, don't use shit on this team.
Yeah, exactly. Yawn on Quag. Everything is good. You just aren't 15 because it's not as good as the Grafia team.
Yes.
But very good.
Mhm.
On
Offense.
to offense. You take it.
Yeah, it's pretty good because Walking Awake in the Sun can destroy many teams. Also, Heatran hits pretty hard, and Gilead's a good physical attacker. Uh, team is mostly a special attacking team. The real only physical attacker is Lycanroc Dusk and Gallade.
Hmm.
So it's mostly a special attacking team. In terms of setup, you have Dragon Dance Walking Wake, Quiver Dance Lilligant, Calm Mind Cresselia. I think that's it for. And Source Dance Lycanroc. So very good setup options.
Yeah,
And the
pivoting, you
pivots,
got Wake and Zapdos,
mhm, which
pretty
is
much.
they're good mons, but there's not the same variety that other teams have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speed and priority, you have solid priority options, especially because of Lycanroc Dusk.
Mhm.
Um, what was
Just
the
missing
other
that
one?
super
Was there
fast.
another? Oh, Shadow Sneak on Bramblegast.
Team just missing a Pokemon that's super fast. Like,
Yeah, that's the only
yeah.
thing bringing it down. If you had like a 120-ish or 120 plus, you probably get 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
So pretty good.
Yep.
Do you know what number this is? We had a question by Zalia.
This is number 7. Team rank number
It
7.
is? Okay.
Yes. We should
Okay.
probably put them in parentheses beside the team name.
Yeah, that would have helped.
Yes. That would
Waiting for
helpful.
the Snammy at number 2 and Nenji number 1.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the Obama meme where you're putting the thing around his neck. And next up, we have defenses. Cresselia, Heatran, Quagsire, all good
Yes.
physically.
Hmm.
Zapdos as well, but he's
Hmm.
kind of all around. Then you have
Yes.
Crest for special,
Yeah.
Ninetales.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah. I will put out there that for Neji and my own team, I ranked Neji's team basically no input from him and vice versa to try to avoid us biasly giving ourselves 100 out of 100.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't rank
We
our own teams.
yeah, we collaborate on every other team, but for our own teams, we didn't rank it at all. It was all up to the other person to rank the team.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, once again, you are not Armenia. Also,
Yes.
I guess there's not a real defensive core, so that also brings it down
But
probably by
there
the
was a
point. But
Keytran and there was a Zapdos and there was Cresselia.
yep,
So those are 3 very and a Quag.
yeah, very, very
Yep.
good.
Yes. 82. Very good
82.
score.
All right, number 6, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna while you're doing that, you can keep going. I'm just gonna put the numbers in.
Okay, yeah, sure.
See if it shows up live.
I probably have to exit and then click it back in. So just tell me once you're done putting them on.
Sure. Can you see the?
Um,
Yeah.
New York Raging Bulls is up next. This is our first 15 out of 15 for types. Really, no real weaknesses. Fighting, maybe, but then I went Tauros and Rotom Frost ghost types, so not really concerned about it. Fairy on the dock, it says, but like Scizor and Klefki are going to be coming a lot of the time, so not too worried about that. You are missing a fire type, but not super crucial. Otherwise, everything is looking very, very good. So 15 out of 15. Good job with your types. On to hazards, we have Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks has rocks. It has spikes. We also have Klefki for spikes, so our options are pretty good, but no toxic spikes is bringing you down a little bit here. But your options are good otherwise, and it's going to be pretty easy for you to have hazards up. On to hazard control and support. Losing a little bit of points here because you only have Scizor for defog, which sometimes you're not really going to want. You want like Swords Dance, Bullet Punch.
Yeah, you really lack coverage.
Yeah.
When you run defog, because Scizor kind of needs the other coverage options, especially with the addition of dual wing beat and knockoff. There's even more moves that you would rather run over defog.
Yeah, exactly. No wish support, but you do have healing wish on Enamorus, which is useful. And screens options are good. You have Rotom, you have Sandy Shocks? No, it's Klefki. Does Shocks get screens? I can't remember.
Uh,
I know
I can
Klefki
check.
does, which is the main one you're going to be
That's the
using
main one.
anyways. So, um, yeah, losing a little bit on the hazard control side of things and not having wish, but overall,
Yes,
not too bad.
Sandy Shocks has screens.
Okay, well, yeah, screens are really good. Disruption, we got Muck and Scizor for knockoff. 2 Mons are going to be bringing a fair amount. Very good. Klefki, Prankster, T-Wave, and Switcheroo, also really, really good.
The numbers are in now.
Okay, perfect. I'll exit in and out here. Do that. Shouldn't wreck things.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we
we
go.
see it. Perfect.
Yes, now we can tell where the teams are ranked.
Yeah,
There
and
will be a
then
screen at the end which shows all the rankings in order as well.
yeah. No encore is bringing you down a little bit because otherwise you are looking really good in this category.
Mhm.
All right, on to offense.
Yes, there's an Urshifu,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of other thing mons too. Como has so many options in terms of setting up, and you have that Enamorus and Tauros like to wall break alongside a Sizer as well.
Yeah. and Amorous can do contrary stuff as well to set up. So really, really good physical attackers. Like, oh my god.
The Sheeper.
Yeah, and Tauros Sheer Force plus Scizor,
Yeah.
Komodo as well.
Yeah.
Special is pretty solid too.
Yes. Very, very offensive team.
Yeah, 23 out of 25, very good score. And next you have Speed and Priority. Your Priority is very good. You have Bullet Punch and Aqua Jet, but nothing above 110 is bringing you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Defense.
Decent defense. You have that Diplin, which I hope to see a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, Diplin's, it's not too bad. 2 points was probably a little low for it, but we'll see how it does this season.
Yeah, we can always adjust later.
We have Komodo in your defenses because it is fairly defensive, but I mean, it just has good stats across the board, so
Yes.
that might bring you down a little bit because there's some weeks you're going to want to not run like a bulky Komodo. So,
Well, even most weeks.
yeah.
Rather than Clangorous Soul or Belly Drum or
Yeah.
Dragonets.
For sure. Yeah, pretty solid. Definitely more of an offensive team, but overall, very good.
But this team didn't sleep on the defense, unlike some of our other offensive teams.
Yes. 85 out of 100, ranked 6th. Pretty good.
Very solid score.
Yeah.
Number 5.
On
Your
to our top
now.
5 list, guys. We haven't done our
These are
2
the-
teams. I swear it's not biased.
Yeah, these are the teams that really, really scored quite high in our ranking.
Yeah.
All I believe 7, 6, 5, 4. They're all 1 point apart.
Yeah. It's very close.
Yeah, just the number 2 and number 1 team are a little bit ahead of the others.
Yeah. It's
Funny how that's 2 teams, right?
yeah, well, we'll get to it.
We'll get there.
Don't worry about it. All right. Number 5, Lavender Town Lamps. Very good team.
Yes.
The type weaknesses is very impressive. Not really any standouts.
Yeah, because fire you have a Dondozo, and electric you have a Clodsire. So
Yeah.
and
Landorus.
yeah, and flying you have a Tinkerton. So yeah, you it's not really a weakness.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't complain about the types too much because all your Pokemon are good, so you're going to be bringing them a lot. So the weaknesses don't matter too much. Yeah, offensively, Electric, Ice, and Dragon you are missing, which are fairly good types. You can get coverage moves, obviously, on some Pokemon, but Stab, you are missing them. Hazards, very good.
Yeah, it's Meowscarada and Clodsire combined. And
Yeah.
they make an excellent excellent hazard options.
Yeah, Sticky Webs as well for the little extra. And the
Yeah.
Rockers are very good.
So many
Tinkaton,
rockers.
Claude, I think Gambit even gets it.
Gambit does it.
Yeah, very good. Hazard control and support, pretty good. You got a high tier rapid spinner plus drift limbs, not too bad for defogging, but no wish passing does hurt a team like this.
Yeah.
But Tinkaton for screens is pretty solid. Not amazing, but
It's not
useful.
like a Grimmsnarl for screens, but it's still good.
yeah. On to Disruption. Very good knockoff options. Meowscarada, Tinkaton, Quaquaval, Gambit. Does Gambit get
doesn't
knocked?
knock
Oh,
off.
sorry, yeah.
Gambit doesn't get-
Right as I said that, I was like, wait, no, that would make
Gambit
it
doesn't get
really too good.
If Gambit got knocked off, it might be 16 points.
I think Driftblim gets knockoff. Pretty
Does it?
sure. Yeah, I think so.
Really? Which I'll
Take a
look
look.
that up.
Also, pretty good Encore trick options and status as well. So,
Oh, so it does.
I knew it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it use knockoff. But then again, probably just got it like with all the other Pokemon.
Yeah, probably.
For some reason, I don't run into Drifloom a lot on ladder.
Yeah, 13
Weird.
out of 5. Or, sorry, 13 out of 15. Good score.
Yes.
13 out of 5 would be impressive. Must be
Yes,
pretty
yeah.
good. Offense, you're looking really good. You got Landorus, Meowscarada, Quaquaval, King Gambit, Volcarona.
Hmm.
Um, Good split between physical and special as well.
Yeah, yeah, and you have of course the King Gambit setup, along with the Quackball setup, along with the Volcarona setup. So
Yeah, the setup is
mhm,
quite good.
yeah, and even the Mask Rank setup as well for the culture.
True. Yeah,
I don't.
pivoting is pretty good as well.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah,
amazing,
I think
but
that's the main things this team lost a few points on because it's basically just Meow with U-turn, Quack with U-turn, and Volcarona with U-turn, maybe.
yeah, it gets you turn.
Uh, Yeah.
All right, speed and priority. Besides Meowscarada, your team is a bit slow.
Hmm.
But priority is very good. You have King Gambit. That's all
And
you really
Meow.
need. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
think the only team with better priority that this is Armenia with the Palafin Dragonite.
yeah. Quaquaval is Aqua Jet, I think, maybe.
I think it does.
But yeah, King Gambit moment.
Yes.
Defense. You have Chunkers, Dondozo. Very, very good defensive Pokemon. King Gambit as well.
Mhm. Also a Quasar, which is, 130 HP and 100 special defense. Good luck breaking through that with Unaware.
Yeah, Tink as well.
Hmm.
Volcarona even for special. Probably not
Yeah.
a ton, but
Yeah. But it also has that flame body as well.
yeah, you're getting some extra points because you have two unaware Pokemon, which makes
Yes.
it very hard to set up on your team.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I went a little ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, no dedicated core,
Hmm.
but yeah,
You just have good defensive bonds. So.
very good.
Hmm.
86 out of 100. Big improvement from last season.
Yes.
Yeah, love to see it.
Hmm.
On to number 4. Horpler hunting deer. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yes. I don't know how to pronounce the O with two dots.
Yeah. You have a 15 out of 15. Very,
Yes.
very good. No type
Yes.
weaknesses.
Just missing a fighting type, but that's not enough to bring you down a point.
Yeah, not much else to say. Everything's
Mhm.
very good.
Yes. Very
Great
solid
job in
team.
this category.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
This is an Orthworm moment.
yeah. I'd say the only thing bringing you down here is Moth is your T-Spike user, which obviously you're going to want to probably run offensive sets most of the time, but I mean, you can run T-Spikes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely there. We have that Croak with Stealth Rock and Orthworm with Stealth Rock,
Hmm.
along with the spikes. So definitely this team is not missing hazards.
No. Control and support, you have Serena and Espeon. Espeon is Magic Bounce. Serena,
Serena's Terra.
mid-tier Rapid Spinner.
And they're both Terra captains, so one of them's always going to be coming, basically.
Yeah, I'd say you're just missing a 10 because you don't have a great test now.
Yes.
But you
Or
do
something
have,
similar like a Quack
yeah,
or Shreds.
two
Or
Wish
or
Passers and
or
Screen Setters are pretty good.
or Cinderace. Like something really good.
Yeah. Disruption, very, very good knockoff. You got Weavile, you got Tornadus, you got Crook, you got Gudra, you got
Mhm.
Serena.
Yes,
This
that's
is probably the best knockoff team we have. Pretty
I
insane.
think there might be a better one, but not off the top of my head. I know there's other teams with lots of good knockoffs, but this team is not lacking in knockoff.
One of the best ones.
Yes,
No Encore options, which hurts a little bit. You do have some trick options
like
with
Rotom.
Espeon and Rotom. Um, and a few status things. Gudra got Toxic, which is nice. Rotom
Mhm.
has Thunder Wave.
And I
Um,
think and Willow as well, and there's also
True.
Dusclops Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah. So not too bad. 12 out of
And
15.
and even if you Thunder Wave Espeon, it's basically like it has a Thunder Wave, right?
Yeah, exactly. Magic Bounce is OP.
Yes, it is.
On to offense. Fairly good. You got Weavile, Crocodile, Iron Moth.
Mhm.
You could use Tornadus as well. Espeon with Terra. Those are going to be the main offensive
Yeah.
Pokemon.
The team does have decent setup options, not as good as some other teams. It has Weavile with Sword Stance, and I think it has. Or is that the main it? That's the main setup. I guess technically Iron Moth with Fiery Dance, but I
Yeah.
think that's about it first setup. So that's still good. Weavile is still a really good setup Pokemon.
Tornadus
Definitely.
gets Nasty Plot, right?
Oh yeah, it does, but
But
Torrent most of the time is not going to be using Nasty Plot, from my experience.
usually AV pivots are pretty good.
Or Boots Pivot, or Leftovers Pivot.
Yep.
You know,
How about just
that's
pivot?
Torrent's job.
Pivot, period.
Pivot and knock off.
Yep. Speed. You got really good speed tiers, I'd say. But just one priority user brings it down a little bit. It is a good one, though.
Yes.
Weavile Ice Shard.
Yes.
And on to defense.
Very good. You have Florges and Goodra.
Yeah.
Professor Walls. Which those special defense stats are ridiculous. Like, yeah, I think Bundle might have some trouble getting through that.
Yeah, physical. You got Earthworm. That thing is a menace physically.
Yeah, especially with the right setup. Yeah, Earthworm could just body press its way through the entire team.
Yeah.
Never me though. Never me doing rocks.
Couldn't be you.
Couldn't be me.
All around, also, we have some good things like Rotom and Torn, which is nice. And definitely get some points for a strong Steel Fairy Dragon core. So, yeah, pretty nice. That is number 4, ranked 87 out of 100.
Yes.
All right, guys. We had Show Me Sylveon's number 3. Do we have me and Nice vs. Nemi's team at 1 and 2?
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see how...
we don't.
No.
Unfortunate.
Is number 3.
We didn't complete the meme.
Harder. I wanted to roast Neji's team so hard.
Didn't complete the meme.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, we went back and forth about this one, like how to rank Neji on this one. But basically, his main issue is that he has no dragon. And his only dragon resist is a Revavroom. So I look at the Salamence on my team and I laugh.
Yeah, that one's a bit tough. Also,
also electric
as well. I have a Dawn fan, which will probably come to most matches, but otherwise, electric spam is fairly good against my team, especially if the Dawn fan goes down.
Yes, then it's a certified Regieleki moment.
Yeah, I also don't have an offensive dragon, so definitely brings it down.
Dragon type.
Yeah.
Just a dragon type.
Hazards.
But this is a Mew moment.
Yeah, Mew kind of just gets them all, so it's cheating.
Yes.
Also, lots of Stealth Rock options and Toxic Spikes on another mon, so I think it's a fair 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's mostly just Mew.
Yep.
Yeah, and also Greninja. We can't sleep on Greninja either with spikes. So
yeah,
that's basically all we needed.
Hazard control and support. Two like mid to high tier options.
Yeah,
that are both pretty good. Vaporeon is gonna come to most games, if not every game, and it's gonna be the Wishmaster. People know. The people know. All right, guys. I'm bringing. Wait, I don't have any bad Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Revavroom to every single game.
Don't. Are you dissing my Revavroom?
And then also a Mew moment. Mew can literally do everything. So
yeah,
Mew is a bit of a cheat on our scale, I will say.
Yeah, not as much of a cheat. I think Screamtail's also kind of a cheat on our scale.
Yeah.
I remember Horus got like 96 last time on our scale because Screamtail hard carried him in like the categories where his team was actually lacking.
Yeah. Knockoff is on all the good higher tier mons like Donphan and Mew got knockoff, which is really nice. Thundurus has knockoff. Once again, Mew moment.
Yes.
Mew gets everything.
And don't also forget the Dunsparce with that Glare, Talonflame with the Will-O-Wisp, Thundurus with that Thunder Wave.
Yeah, I will say, guys, at the very end we will have a little thing like kind of an award section for things. So stick around to the end to see that.
Yes, there's bonus awards.
Yeah. And yeah, lots of status options.
Along with our biased opinions of which teams we like the most.
True. So yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Next is offense. Have a lot of offense.
Yes.
Annihilate, Rage Fist, Greninja, very fast and has Battle Bond. Mew has every single setup move. Thunderous can go both ways, and then both of my Terra captains as well are offensive threats.
Glastrier has ridiculous attack stat. So
Yeah, I'd say it's just not as strong as some of the other offensive teams. So
like Dankest.
yeah, Dankest, Markshire. There was another 24 in there somewhere, I think.
I think it's only Dankest and Markshire with 24.
Oh, did we not have a 25?
There's no one got 25. No one had
rip.
the perfect offense.
Rip.
Unfortunately.
Speed and priority. I don't really have priority, which is a bit tough.
You have Water Shrek and Greninja.
Yeah.
And Neo Moment. That's about it.
Yeah. Speed tiers are pretty good.
I tried my best. I tried my best to try to get Nudgy to lose a point on speed. I couldn't. Like, I guess I can't. I can't give him that 4 out of 5 on speed. It's just too good.
The speed was there.
Yeah, because but there's a gap between 65 and 90 though. You know, that's pretty big.
I was lacking speed in my draft last season, and good speed tiers. So that was like one thing I was really focusing on, was actually having good speed tiers.
Yeah, and you did a good job. I couldn't roast you on that one.
Yeah. And defense is decent.
Good.
Yeah.
Not the best.
Glastrier can be a physical wall. Dawn Fan as well, obviously.
Yeah. Glastrier, because since it can Terra, becomes actually a good defensive wall. You know, is not a defensive ice type.
Yeah, exactly. And then Vaporeon. And then obviously Mew and the Dunsparce as well are all around, but nothing super impressive like some of the other teams. With the Grass Terra on Glastrier, I put Fire Water Grass Core, guys. It's fine. It's fair. Terra Grass is there. But otherwise, only decent defense.
Yeah. So we have 2 teams now.
2 teams. Who got number 1? Was it
my team, Tokyo Tricksters, and there's also Suri Sylveon still available.
Was it the Sylveons or the Tokyo Trickster? Are we biased? Let's see.
Find out.
Team number 2. We're biased.
We're not biased, guys. Trust us.
Suri Sylveons at number 2.
Number 2. Still, very good team.
Yeah. Type weaknesses, none.
Nothing. It seems like perfect. Just seems like perfect in this regard.
Yeah, and you covered the dark, which was like a kind of weakness with 2 fairies, so.
Yeah, Meloetta and Arboliva can. Oh, is it Arboliva or Arboliva?
I say Arboliva, you say Arboliva.
I don't know. How do you guys pronounce that? Because we didn't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, and then Dragon as well. You had 1 resistance, and then you have 2 Fairy Terras. So, yeah, really nothing to say.
Yes.
It's probably, in my opinion, the best type chart. Literally the only thing you're missing offensively was a Fairy as well, and then again you have 2 Terra Fairies. So
easy 50 out of 15. Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
We are on Fraud Watch. Hazards. You have Mamoswine, which can click Stealth Rocks for sure, but not what you want to do every week.
Mm-hmm. But you have Ceaseless Edge.
Yeah, Ceaseless Edge is OP.
Yes, so that gave you most of your points right there.
And then you have Toxic Spikes available with Toxapex, so
yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Support and Hazard Control.
You have Conqueror to Fart. The defog.
Yeah, and then you have, was there another?
Corviknight.
Oh yeah, sorry, Corviknight, of course. And then no Spinner, but I mean you have really good defog options, so it's not a big deal. You do have Wish, but it's on a Delphox, which is not really a great wisher. But you have Dragapult, which is Screen's moment.
Dragapult. Dragapult. Yeah, it's such a good screener.
Yeah, and there were some other options for Screen somewhere.
Yeah, but it's not. I think Arboliva and Meloetta.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
And Delphox.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Good knockoff spread with this team. Mamoswine, Conkeldurr, which are really good mons. You're going to bring a lot.
Meloetta as well.
Yeah, that's true as well.
And Samurott. When does Samurott not click Ceaseless Edge?
Yeah, exactly. Status options are okay. I think you have like Willow, Delphox, Thunderwave, Kilowattrel, Toxic.
Willow, Dragapult.
Yeah, Toxic on Toxapex. They're like all right options, but you'd rather be running other moves most of the time.
Mhm.
So
And
yeah,
Encore on Delphox as well, and Trick as well on Delphox, I believe.
yeah, I think so.
So it's decent. Not the best. It's not a Grafii or other
Yeah.
Prankster.
On to offense, where you're looking very good. You
Mm-hmm.
have a Dragapult, and a
Yes.
Samurott, and a Mamoswine, and a Conkeldurr. You also
Yes.
have a Delphox. You also have a Kilowattrel, which are both good that we didn't even put down. But
Yeah, and a Malouetta. I
and
love
Meloetta,
Malouetta.
that's a very good one too, especially with Terra.
And especially you pull out that Relic Song, transform into a physical type, a special attacker. Sorry, a physical attacker.
Yeah,
Because then it
surprise the
gets
opponent with
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because then she didn't even know about that. I was gonna bring it against him if I fought him.
No clue. I learned about it last season.
120, yeah, 128 speed, technically on that thing.
Yeah,
So
and pivoting and setup is solid, pretty good.
Dragapult, Kilowattrel, and Corv.
Yeah.
So solid.
You're looking very good on the next category. You got
Yeah.
really good speed tiers, very threatening speed.
Yes, Dragapult, Kilowattrel, Delphox. It's fast.
Yeah, and good priority as well. Ice Shard, Mamoswine.
Sucker Punch, Samurott.
Yep. So nothing to
Mach Punch,
complain about.
Conkeldurr. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Defense is
Uh,
also impressive.
yes,
Toxapex moment.
yes.
Corviknight as well.
Corviknight. Yeah.
And you do have options for special as well, Meloetta and Arbolivar. Pretty good. So
Yes.
you also get points because you have a good core, Water, Fire, Grass, which most
Yes.
teams don't have a great defensive core, so
Yeah.
we do like to see that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, overall, really good
Like
team.
90, yeah, I think it's 91 out of 100.
91. And you said it was your first draft, so
Yeah.
very well done.
Yeah.
Impressed.
Yes, very, very good team.
Impressed that it's your first draft.
Yeah. Technically, you got 87 last draft, but that wasn't. You only modified the team. You didn't draft the core team, so.
Yeah. All right. On to number one. Not
I wonder who
biased.
it could be. I wonder who it could
Insert
be.
Obama meme here. The
Wow,
Tokyo
it's me,
Tricksters.
me.
Yeah, so I've mostly rated this one.
I didn't rate this at all.
Yeah.
I would have given myself 15 out of 15 in this category, but Neji said no.
We got a ghost weakness, okay? I don't care. We have
We have a Bishop.
you got a Bisharp, which doesn't necessarily want to be taking a bunch of hits, but
Well, it's
it's fine.
Eviolite, but yeah, it's fine. I'll cope it up.
Yeah, I'm not giving it to you. 14 out of 15. Also, you are missing a fighting type and an ice type, but you covered it with Electro Tsui, so not the end of the world. But I'm not giving you 15. Hazards on the other side, or on the other hand, I couldn't give you less than 10. Lots of rockers. You have Garchomp for spikes and Weezing for toxic spikes, so everything is high tier and everything is good.
Because also Elzoff is like one of the best stealth block users.
Yeah.
Read options.
Yeah, fast taunt user with rocks, pretty good.
Yeah. And explosion.
Yeah. Hazard control and support. You got Weezing and you have court change. Not much more to ask from that. Court change is broken, but you lose some points because you have no wish user.
Yeah. If only my Jolteon wasn't sniped. It would
Yeah.
have been perfect.
Screens on like Rotom and Azelf, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Rotom and Alza for light screen and deflect.
So yeah, lose some points for wish passing or not having any.
Yeah.
Then you have disruption. Knock off with Empoleon and Azelf, pretty good. Encore trick with Azelf. Azelf kind of holding it down in disruption.
I'm carried hard in this category by Azelf.
Yeah, you have
Like
pretty good
Mr.
status.
Mr. Meg's
Though.
carried hard on by Yuxi. But yeah, I have more status.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you have other options as well. Rotom, Will-O-Wisp, Weezing as well. It's just really solid there. All right, I will let you talk about your offense.
Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, you did give me 24 and 25 for offense.
No 25s.
No, no one gets 25. So that yeah, I guess I am the third 24. I thought I had 23. But no, apparently I got 24, which is like a happy surprise. But yeah, I have a lot of good offensive bonds. because Garchomp, since he just got Skill Shot, very threatening. Also with Swords Dance, Salamence as well can go both ways, along with there's another mono have can go both ways. Oh, and Azelf. Azelf and Salamence are both very strong attackers that can hit both types. I have, of course, the Bisharp with that good old Sucker Punch. And on the special side of things, I have Adaptability Basket Legion and Empoleon. Kind of Empoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a lot of pivoting. Like Electrode has Volt Switch, Azelf has U-Turn, Salamence has U-Turn, Voltramp has Volt Switch, Basket Legion has Flip Turn, and Empoleon has Flip Turn. So I have a lot of pivoting.
Yeah, I
on my
couldn't
team.
really knock you. It was hard to
Yeah,
knock you in this category, but you don't get a
yeah,
25.
because I there's something wrong. It's not quite perfect. Like if I had one more, if I had a Chi-Yu on my team, yeah, perfect.
If you had Chen Pao, I'd give you 25, but
Yeah,
unfortunately I banned it, so unlucky for
yeah,
you.
yes,
Speed and priority, also very good. Priority, you got Bisharp, you got Cinderace, you got
Basket Legion.
Empoleon, Basket
No,
Legion.
Empoleon doesn't get priority.
It has Aqua Jet.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay, but I'll put it out right now to everyone. You don't have to worry about Empoleon having Aquajet.
Yeah, he's trying to bait you guys. And then, yeah, good speed tiers as well.
Hmm.
I don't really
Yeah.
know why this was a 9, but it's not the point.
No, it's because you were trying to argue me that gap between 86 and 100, just like I was arguing for you that 65 to 90 was too big. So you just didn't want to give me a 10, so you gave me a 9.
Yeah, valid.
So it was a little bit of anti-bias here.
Dankus dad, little bit salty. He's at 16. Unlucky, buddy. On to defenses. Very good. We
Solid.
have Rotom Heat,
Not
which
Armenia, though.
goes up. Yeah, it goes all ways.
Yeah,
Garchomp also goes both ways.
yeah.
Empoleon is quite good defensively, has Roost.
Hmm.
And Weezing,
Yeah.
also solid.
It's just isn't Armenia levels.
Yeah,
Honestly, I would probably give myself 10 on speed and 13 on defense.
yeah, sure. You
Looking
got the
back
same
at
score.
yeah. Looking back at some of the other 14s, I think my team might be more of a 13. But yeah.
Fair. And you
It
got the
was
Fairy Dragon Steel Core, though, which
yes.
definitely helps.
Hmm.
And it's a good one at that. You
Yeah.
got Garchomp, Empoleon, and Weezing, so
Yeah. Overall, yeah. Only 1 point above Siri Sylveon's. It really could have gone either way.
yeah.
Yeah. Both me and Siri Sylveon's like it was like third place got 87, and then Siri Sylveon's got 91, and I got 92. So like 1 and 2 was like is a cut above basically on our ranking.
hmm And there's the final tier list. We
Yeah.
have Tokyo Tricksters, Surrey Sylveons, Boston Blazekins, Horpler Hunting Deers, top 4. Then the Lamps, the Bulls, the Lilligants, and Meow in our next 4 spots. We got Heatrans, Snovers, Auroras, Slitherwings, and then finally Jirachis, Agrons, Cresselias, and Mabostiffs. Unlucky, what can I say?
Yes. But now we
Uh,
have our bonus little awards to basically just other besides just because this ranking system is supposed to be as objective as possible, and we tried not to influence it based on our own opinions that our teams are the best. But now we
true.
have a category which is us being as biased as possible.
Yeah, well, we have best offense.
Yes.
We got
Lost
Danka's dad.
Yeah. No,
You won something. Woo!
Yes.
Not just the championship last season. You win
Yeah.
best offense. It's more
Yeah.
important, I swear.
Yeah. The only thing that only runner-up I would say would be Mark Shire,
Yeah.
best offense. Since he had some good options too.
Best defense was pretty clearly Armenia and the Wishing Star
Yeah.
Jirachis.
Only team that deserved to get 15 out of 15 on defense.
We kept referring back to them as the standard to get 15,
Yes.
and nobody else
Yes.
reached it.
Yeah.
Most improved team, Lavender Town Lamps.
Yeah. Yeah. Your team is incredible this season. I really like it.
Yeah, I think you were ranked
Mhm.
around the bottom last time, and
Yeah.
now you're top 5, so
Yeah.
love to see the improvement.
Yeah. Yeah. And the team that just picked has like the best just good Pokemon overall is Charlotte Cresselia and Markshire as the Pokemon just overall the best stats.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
And then
We'll talk about why you picked Lilligants.
yeah, let me I'm flying back to the Lily.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
him. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we found the Lilligans.
Yeah. What your
Um,
favorite?
Basically, besides the type weaknesses, which you can kind of cover in prep,
Mm-hmm.
I really, really like the team. I like
Mm-hmm.
the Sun Core with Walking Wake and Walking Wake.
Yeah.
Sorry, Walking Wake. Ninetales. You even have Chlorophyll Terra Lilligant, which is pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool. Heatran in the Sun can hit hard. So Sun is really good here, and I also like the defensive core of Zapdos, Cresselia, and Heatran. Really, really good. You have Unaware and Quagsire, which is always something I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I also really enjoy Priority, and you got a Lycanroc Dusk, so
Yes.
your team looks really fun to use. If I drafted this, I would be happy, and
Mm-hmm.
it would be a fun season. So
Yeah.
that is why I picked that team.
Yeah. My pick was the Stewie Sylveons. That's one of my that's not my favorite team of the bunch. Yeah, it's
Here.
mostly because yeah, well, Dragapult. I love Dragapult. It's so much fun to use. I love the versatility on it, and also Meloetta. Like I had so much fun using that mon last season. I know I dropped in late, but that mon was really fun to use.
Hmm.
And also, just defensively, this team is solid. Like Corviknight is such a good Pokemon. And also, I love Ceaseless Edge. So there's just so many things on this team that I just love. So like, yeah, it's a great team. I love it.
Yeah, this team looks really scary to face,
Yes.
offensively and defensively.
Yes, this team is. There's a reason why it's ranked number 2.
Yeah. So that concludes the power rankings. Thank you everybody for watching. I just want to say again, this is only based on this exact criteria. Does nothing to do with your skill as a player. So, I mean,
No, take it
obviously,
personally. This is a personal attack.
yeah, Dankestad, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
And looking forward to a great season.
Mhm.
Hopefully, going to be having match review streams that I'll be doing as well each week. Now that I have a microphone that I can use, we had those at the start of last season, but I'm going to try to continue them here over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, those are really fun.
Yeah, and if you want to come in when I'm going over your match, just message me beforehand, and you can hop in voice call and chat about the match while we're going over it. So it's always a good time. We're also going to have weekly awards coming back. I got a crew of AFG people that are going to help me with those. So look forward to that. Lots of fun things, and have some good matches this week.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, and thanks, Nice versus Nami, for joining me on the call. I appreciate it. And helping out with the
Thanks for having
doc,
me
of
on.
course. You did
Yes.
a lot of the work. So
Yeah. But we took my template from last season.
yeah, that too.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. And
Night,
we'll see you
everyone.
next time.